to my fellas, it starts with us. It's a scripture in the Bible that says, at the head of every woman is a man, at the head of every man is Christ, and at the head of Christ is God. So that means that a woman is led by a man is supposed to be led by Christ, and Christ is led by God. But if you got a bunch of men that don't want to be led by Christ, you got a bunch of women that don't want to be led, period. And that's what we got these days.
Females, when you move on from a toxic relationship, you get rid of a guy that was bad for you and you knew he was bad for you, stop looking for replacements that are the same guy.
And then on top of that, we got a bunch of men who live by their hearts, their emotions. They driven by money, lust, worldly things.
Stop looking for your ex in another dude, because you know what's gonna happen. You're gonna keep going through the same cycles over and over. That's for males too.
Hey, what? You got a bunch of women now who are led by lust, who are led by money. And who you think they got that from? They don't get it from themselves. They don't get it from the children. They get it from us. They get it from us men. You did. They get it from us dudes. We teaching them subconsciously. And when the scripture was spoken, God held his end of the deal up. We are leading these women. We just don't know it because we don't want to lead. You feel me? And then on top of that, we letting the women lead us because we driven by our hearts.
As you elevate in life, you should elevate your taste and your morals for what you accept around you. But don't mess with the same drug dealers, the same trap boys. You're gonna stay in the same mindset because that's what's being fed to you. So I would say elevate, your taste as you elevate your mind and body.
And really why these females be so broken hearted and they walk with a frown on their face and they walk with this guard up because they done been taught by a man to walk with your guard up. You feel me? You can take the most independent woman out there. She don't want to listen. She don't want to submit to a man. She can't stand it. And you can go back in her past and I guarantee it ain't one of them out there that ain't been taught by a man. They ways have not been taught by a man. You feel me? And what that does is that causes trauma. And how they cope with that trauma is they show everybody else what they've been taught. So I mean, you can't really blame the females. You can't really sit here and point fingers at these females about how their attitudes is bad and how they some HOEs, some thoughts. And we got 3 fingers pointing back at us. You feel me? We some thoughts ourselves. We ran through ourselves, And that's really been the narrative since the beginning of time, is to have multiple wives. Well, now these females done got to the point where, shoot, y'all can have multiple. I can have multiple. You feel me? And it's just a cycle, bro. So now we got the blind leading the blind. Good.